Oh, hello there. Hope you're having a splendid day. And also, hope you had an awesome Easter week. Easter is such a wonderful day. Jesus rises and walks out of that tomb, and because of that, we are all free and we can live without bondages, an abundant resurrected life. Wow. Nice, right? But how many of us are actually living that? Because to be honest, a lot of us are still stuck in the tomb. He walked out. Why haven't we? Living a life not being captive to sin sounds like a difficult proposition. But Jesus walking out meant sin was conquered for you and for me. So why do we keep going back in? During Lent, we all give up things, fast and pray, and try to draw closer to God. But once it's Easter, we all walk out of that tomb with Jesus, celebrating. And not too long after that, we walk back into the tomb. Until next Lent, where we can try the process all over again. But aren't you tired of the darkness when Jesus has clearly brought us out into the light? Today we're going to talk about how we can stay out of that tomb and continue to live the resurrected life on a daily basis. If you want to live that risen life, the life that is outside the tomb, the life of freedom, the life that Jesus wants us to live, and we want to follow him, not just sometimes, not just during Lent, not just during certain seasons or phases of our life that we need him, but every single day of every single month of every single year for the rest of our lives. We can only do that if we have the right driving force, if we have the energy to do it. And that energy comes from loving him, not just in thought, but actively, daily, truly. Most of us know this. The thing that we struggle with is having this love in action as a daily part of our lives. And that is where the problem is. The daily struggle is this. In order to live a life out of the tomb, the resurrected life, we must not forget what he did for us. We must remember that he has given us new life. But how do we remember? We need to have something that triggers our memory daily. So to remember, we need a trigger. And that trigger is called love. When we love someone dearly, truly love someone, you want to be the best that you can for them. Okay, you know what? Do this. Picture someone in your head that you love. You obviously know what that person likes. You also know what would hurt that person. So you are actively reminded, because you love them, that you do not want to hurt them and want to do the things that will make them happy. So truly loving someone helps you remember how you should act. Now that leads the question, how do you truly love someone? To be honest, the answer ain't too difficult. How do we love anything or anyone? It's when you spend enough time with them or it. The more you spend time with the person, the more you get to know that person. And if that person is someone good and loving, you automatically tend to love the person back. And true love comes when you have reached a close relationship with that person, thus knowing them well and also experiencing their love regularly. It's different from when I went bungee jumping. When I did it, I loved it. It was an amazing experience. But it wasn't something that I crave or miss. True love is something that you cannot live without. You want to have that thing or that person in your life as much as possible. You see, most vehicles today, cars, buses, motorbikes, ships, or even airplanes, though they are all different machines, each one of them requires something to be useful for a purpose that they were created for. And that something is fuel. Without fuel, none of them can move. Look at it this way. We are all different types of vehicles too. And in order for us to move down a certain road or path or towards a destination, we require fuel. We require a driving force. And that force is love. Love is a crazy driving force. It is easily the most powerful thing. We all know that. It is because God wanted to love us, so we were created. It is because of how much he loved us, he sent his only son to save us. It is because of his love that we are still breathing today. So, yeah, it's a driving force. It's solely the one thing that can make you do anything for the person that you love. If we really want to live the resurrected life, we need to truly love Jesus. And to get to that state of true love, we need to spend time with Him daily, fall into the habit of loving Him. Some people ask the question, how do I fall deeply in love with Jesus? The answer is to spend time with Him. How do you spend more time with Him? Prayer, worship, silence, reading His Word. Some others ask the question, how do I know if I've experienced His love? The answer to that is 1. You feel a deep sense of joy. 2. You won't be able to contain it. Like this, for example. Say this is you, and these conflicts are the love of God. It starts to fill you up. And because His love is always more than we can contain, hence we are moved to sharing it with others. In the abundance that we receive from Him, we are drawn to sharing that love with others. This is how we know that we have experienced His love, the best kind of love, the overflowing kind of love. That only comes from God. A good way to picture it is giving ourselves as a gift to someone. We are merely the packaging. Jesus is the contents. We are not the actual gift. We are just the container for it. The thing that carries it. That's why He needs us. The actual thing that makes the receiver of the gift happy isn't the box that it came in, but it's the gift itself, which is the love of God. And nothing beats that. Hence, when we want to be the gift of love to someone, we need to fill ourselves first with the love of God. I'm pretty sure you can guess our P for today. Passion. We join in His passion for us so that we may live resurrected lives out of the tomb. We do that by remembering, which we do by loving Him. And that only comes if we spend enough time with Him. Pretty straightforward. The more you love someone, the more you want to spend time with them. Jesus brought heaven to earth. So let us, by our love for Him and our love for others, bring earth to heaven. Let His love be the very air that you breathe, so that we can live out of the tomb an obedient, resurrected, and blessed life. Peace. What? I want my love to be direct.